This right here is my 2023 Corvette C8, and it no longer has catalytic converters. Now this is what the Corvette C8 catalytic converter looks like, and today we're going to be going over exactly why it's a good idea to remove them from your vehicle. Now the two main reasons that you'd want to delete the catalytic converters off of your vehicle is for better performance and better sound. Now if you look on the inside of the converter, you'll see a honeycomb mesh. Now this mesh is here for the betterment of the environment. I'm not going to get into the whole science behind it, but if you get bored, go look up some videos. It's kind of fascinating how these things work. With that being said, they still cause a restriction in the exhaust. As you can imagine, all the exhaust gases from the engine are being forced through there, and it's obviously not just a clear straight path. And that's essentially where cat delete pipes come in. So those are the cat delete pipes right there and then right here. And essentially they're just pieces of pipe with nothing on the inside. There's nothing to restrict the exhaust flow, and that in turn means more power and louder sound. Another really cool thing is that you can possibly make money from doing this mod on your car. So cat delete pipes are extremely cheap, especially if you fabricate them yourself. And catalytic converters are actually filled with super rare, valuable earth metals. And essentially you can just sell them to people for like $400 to $500 who then go and recycle them. Now before we do go and drive this thing and I'll let you guys hear how it sounds without any cats, there are like two downsides to taking the cats off your vehicle. Now the main one that annoys me is how dirty the back of the car gets and how quickly it gets dirty after removing the catalytic converters. Now this is mainly due because the cats are no longer burning all the excess fuel and whatnot in the exhaust. So basically while you're driving, it's just being picked up and just splattered back on the back of the car. As you can see, I literally washed this car 2 days ago, and this is like 2 hours of driving and it's just covered on the rear. Now, the only other bad thing about having no cats on a vehicle is you're really not going to want to be around it whenever it's running and sitting still. Especially if you're running a race gas like E85, which is mainly ethanol, it's going to be burning your eyes and stinking up the whole place and essentially just not be a good time. Granted, there are a lot of people that actually say that they like the smell of gas, so that might not even be a bad thing for some of y'all. Anyways, that's enough talking. Let's start this thing up and see how it sounds. Now, as you can tell, if we're just cruising along, you can barely hear the exhaust. Even whenever you downshift a little bit, it's not obnoxiously loud with the windows up in the car. Now, obviously, if we get on it a little bit, especially during acceleration, it's going to be a lot louder. Now I think we're gonna try to do a little bit of launch control just to see how it sounds, honestly. So as y'all heard, while just cruising around driving, the exhaust is not that noticeable and there's no drone, but whenever you really get into it, it's actually quite loud, which is the perfect mix for me, honestly. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you missed the last video where we took my old daily and transformed it into what you see here, be sure to check out that video. And until the next one, guys, I'll see ya.